Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rams will boot it away to start the game. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on first down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Moving past the 25. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unloads it left. And the ball is picked off.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll leave it with him. Pulls his way forward. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late the season.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Stepp. Getting some heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
Oh, it's a fake. Quarterback moving. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. When it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but That's what I'd say.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On second down, he'll fire. Got his man quickly. Touchdown Rams! What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to pass. It's Step. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the option. He'll toss it. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, and you know a pass is coming. You worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fires into the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to throw. It's Stepp.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, that's going to be a safety. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much of a roughing the passer penalty. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Keeps looking downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that's a live ball. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Colorado State. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know.
Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Colorado State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got his man. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man on the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his feet. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This quarterback part of their running game. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Rams will try to move the sticks on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? A designed run for the quarterback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rams!
One thing this team has shown early this year is not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner goes down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Colorado State 35, Tulane 14.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And that is a big hit, and that's a hit that I'm going, listen, from the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slot.
You Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities.
Hey, that's a live ball. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better from this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Finds his man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Dumps it to the back. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The running back has it. Sweet cut there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. On the move, it's Bell. And the Rams get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Colorado State. And the punishment has been extended.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Running behind that left side. Ripping through the defense. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the third quarter 42, Tulane 14.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Colorado State! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
49, Tulane 14.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
And he's running in the open. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On third down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
On the play. Second down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. The pitch. Oh, and a move. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Colorado State.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season.